Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Before My Morning Coffee. Lisa Freed here. And I wanted to talk about how I know in these days, during times like this, insert eye roll for that kind of commentary that gets thrown about, that it is so important now more than ever that us not just rely on our so-called leaders to be leading us, and instead to really lean into courageous self-leadership. Because when we look only to the leaders of our countries, our companies, our provinces or our states or any of those things, it becomes very easy to become complacent and to kind of abdicate responsibility and allow it just to become the work that others are to do rather than ourselves. Do you know what I'm saying? It just, when it's somebody else's responsibility, it lessens our responsibility. And I know that, especially with the U.S. election and everything happening with it, a lot of people were talking about how the election of one person would go so much further to solve problems like systemic racism and sexism and ageism and ableism and all of these things. And there was quite the arrogance in the conversations that I've overheard about how this one person was going to be able to do this, to champion these efforts. And it really got me thinking that, one, I've been guilty of this myself, so this isn't just me pointing out, the folly of others. But if we're relying on the work of one to solve issues like this, then we are missing out on the roles that we've all played in these issues. We are also missing out on taking personal responsibility. Now, I can appreciate that certain people are more passionate about different causes than others, right? Or different issues than others, right? We've all got things that are important to us, more important than others, because all the things in the world can't have the same degree of importance to us at the same time. That's just not how life works. We wouldn't be able to juggle that many balls, keep that many balls in the air. We'd be dropping some, right? So for me, for example, when I think of, okay, well, what's important in my life? What do I think of as being important and needing my energy and my efforts? It is the acts of kindness, right? To be kind to everyone, not just the people that I think I should be kind to or the people that are deserving of that kindness. I think it's very important for me to play my role in raising our daughter to think for herself and to be a person who's kind to others. Causes such as helping women heal from domestic violence and causes such as helping children who have experienced child sexual violence, helping them to heal, or adults to heal from that as well. Like those are things that are really important to me. and helping people to recognize their strengths and to walk in their own truth that God has imprinted on their lives, right? What it is that's important and strong for them, so that they don't have to rely on the wisdom of others, that it is they are tapped in and tuned in and turned on by this energy that God breathes into our life, right? Those are things that are really important to me. And in order for me to walk through this lifetime with those as priorities, it means that I'm responsible for making them a priority and doing the work to assist with those causes and in those ways, versus it being really easy to just be like, that's somebody else's job. It's somebody else's job, not mine. So when I talk about courageous self-leadership, it is looking at your life, where you are right now, what's important to you, or what are you saying that's important to you, and is it lining up with what your actions are? Is it lining up with your actions? Because sometimes, yes, it's easy for me to say yes, totally aligned, and then others, wow, way off the mark, right? So I just invite you today to look at where it's important, where people have taken those steps, and those people that are really living out what's important to them, and look to them and see where you can learn from them, but to apply it also in your life. Like, where is it that you are standing up for those causes that you are saying are important to you? Are you putting your money where your mouth is? Are you putting your time there? Are you investing your time and your energy and your resources towards those things? Or are you just sitting back and saying those things are important because that's a popular thing to say right now, because it's trendy? Or are you actually doing it? These are my musings this morning before my morning coffee, as we just look to where it is that we can be more courageous in our lives, where we can bring more leadership into our lives, first for ourselves and then for others, rather than relying on some elected official to save the world. I don't believe for a minute that we should put all of our faith and power in politicians, because they're only human, just as we are, right? So I'm going to enjoy a cup of coffee and see where these musings take me today, but I'd love to know what courageous self-leadership could look like in your life and where it can go from here. I wish you a day as beautiful as you, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye for now.